Are you a fan of the Hulk and you want to read his comics but you don't know where to start? These are the best and most important comics you need to read to understand Hulk as a character and his history. First, you obviously have to read his first appearance, which was in The Incredible Hulk #1, all the way back in 1962. And if you notice in this original comic, Hulk is gray. That was the original depiction of Hulk. And the second issue, he actually turns green. That was because they found that green was a cheaper color to use in print. If you don't like the old style of Marvel writing, then I suggest this book, Hulk Season 1. It's a good modern retelling of the events of the first few Hulk stories. Then I recommend to read The Avengers #1. It's just a good comic to see how the Hulk met the Avengers and how he got involved in the wider Marvel universe. Then we're skipping a couple decades, so I recommend The Incredible Hulk #181. This is one of the more popular, 70s Hulk stories, and it's his battle against Wolverine, and this comic was also the first appearance of Wolverine as well. Moving on into the late 80s, early 90s, I recommend The Incredible Hulk Run by Peter David. Peter David did almost 100 issues of The Incredible Hulk, and it's considered one of the best Hulk runs in history. Moving on into the mid-2000s, I recommend the storyline Planet Hulk. Basically, in the storyline, the Hulk had gone insane, and the Illuminati, led by Iron Man and Mr. Fantastic, they decided to basically exile the Hulk into space because he was so much of a threat. And he ends up landing on this alien planet called Sakaar, where he basically becomes a gladiator and eventually becomes the ruler of this planet. Next, you have to read the sequel, World War Hulk. This takes place immediately after Planet Hulk. Basically, a disaster happens, and Hulk returns to Earth with his entire army from Sakaar, and he basically wages war against the Avengers because of what happened on Sakaar. Moving on to 2016, I recommend reading this one issue from Civil War II. It's Civil War II #3. A very, very big monumental thing happened to the Hulk in this issue, and I highly recommend reading this issue before you read the next series I'm about to say. Finally, going into modern times, this is also considered one of the best Hulk series so far, The Immortal Hulk. Takes place after Civil War II #3. You'll see what happens in that one, and that's what leads into this series. So if you want to read some modern Hulk stories, this is definitely the run you need to read.